The door to transformation opens not when we feel prepared to walk through it, but when we choose to approach it with our whole heart, exactly as we are. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about how you don't need to be ready, just present. Enjoy. There's a whisper in the morning air that speaks to something deeper than our endless preparations. It's the gentle reminder that life doesn't wait for us to feel completely ready, completely prepared, completely certain. Life invites us to show up as we are, right now, in this moment. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why presence matters more than perfection, and how embracing your current state of being can unlock doors that waiting never could. We live in a culture obsessed with readiness. We tell ourselves we need more time, more knowledge, more confidence, more resources before we can step into what calls us. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect version of ourselves. But here's what I've learned through years of watching people transform their lives. Readiness is often just fear wearing a respectable mask. Think about the most meaningful moments in your life. The conversation that changed everything. The opportunity that shifted your trajectory. The relationship that opened your heart. How many of those moments found you when you felt completely ready? Probably very few. Life has a way of presenting us with exactly what we need when we need it, not when we think we're prepared for it. Presence is different from readiness. Readiness suggests we need to arrive at some future state before we can engage. Presence invites us to engage with what's here now. When we're present, we're not caught up in the story of what we lack or what we need to become. We're available to what is, and that availability creates space for magic to happen. Consider the parent who never feels ready for their child's questions about life, yet finds the perfect words in the moment. The friend who doesn't know how to comfort someone in grief, yet offers exactly the presence that heals. The person who steps into a new role feeling unprepared, yet discovers capabilities they never knew they had. These aren't accidents. They're examples of what becomes possible when we choose presence over the illusion of perfect preparation. Your presence is enough because it's real. It's authentic. It carries the full weight of your experience, your heart, your unique way of seeing the world. When you show up present, you bring something that no amount of preparation can manufacture. Your genuine self in this genuine moment. This doesn't mean we abandon all planning or growth. It means we stop using the need for more preparation as a reason to avoid showing up. We can prepare and be present. We can grow and engage simultaneously. The key is recognizing when preparation becomes procrastination, when getting ready becomes a way of staying safe from the vulnerability of actually living. What if the thing you're waiting to feel ready for is actually waiting for your presence? What if your willingness to show up imperfectly is exactly what the moment requires? What if your uncertainty, your questions, your still developing understanding are not obstacles to overcome, but gifts to offer? There's profound courage in saying yes before you feel ready. There's wisdom in trusting that you'll figure it out as you go. There's grace in believing that your presence, right now, as you are, is not only enough, but necessary. The world doesn't need another person waiting in the wings until they feel completely prepared. The world needs you, present and engaged, bringing your authentic self to whatever stands before you. Your readiness will come through your presence, not before it. So today, consider where you've been waiting to feel ready. Notice where you've been postponing presence for the promise of future preparedness. And then, gently, courageously, choose to show up anyway. Choose to be present with what is, as you are. Trust that your presence is not just enough. It's exactly what this moment has been waiting for. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.